Space, the final frontier.
Well, I think last holodeck episode we did, there was the one comment where the person said that Star Trek is very technophilia, and I think he's right about that. Like every holodeck thing. Now, the holodeck time is indulgent by nature. That's the point of hobbies, playtime, all that,
Yeah,
right?
it's stress relief.
But a lot of them are just gooning in there, man.
Whenever there's a holodeck episode, or even holodeck scene, it's like 50-50. Someone is just working it off in there with AI.
A lot of the time there isn't even plot. Get in there, delete the wife. Janeway deleted plot.
But yes, a different comment gave me the idea for this video. The guy was said, hey, remember all that cool? What if we recycled it back into the food replicators?
I mean, you could. I don't know if people would want to know that they're eating that.
Protein is protein.
Wait, slight tangent about the replicator. We just watched that episode last night with Jono, and that banana split was blue.
What are your ideas for fun holodeck time?
Well, so in TOS, there was I don't know if there was a holodeck on the Connie. I haven't done enough research into it, but a lot of the episodes were literally just, and I'm assuming it was for budget reasons, but like go to a planet that just happens to be 1960s America
There
and
were
that kind of thing.
a
Like
lot of those.
that's why for a holodeck, it's like personally, and this is just me because I like history. It'd be like, I want to go see you load up Lincoln and the Gettysburg Address. I want to be there and hear it, or Alexander's speech at the Indus. We have an idea of what the speech sounded like. I want to hear. I want to just see all these great men through history.
I would love to hang out with Teddy Roosevelt during the speech where he got shot.
Oh yeah, no, and then what you call in lower decks we see they have the Samuel Clemens thing. So at least they had an appreciation of history, going back and being basically Mark Twain.
Anything else you'd like to add? I mostly just want to use it as spoiler.
Well, I mean, there's a lot you could do, and I don't know. I've never read any of the books, so I'm sure they go into more things in the books. But I mean, think about it. Like the Galaxy, they have school, right? They have like actual classes, which means they probably have a K through 12. You know,
Yeah, they have
so
actual
instead of
families on board. Why not use the
but that's
holodeck for
why
field trips?
you could use it for field trips, for your prom, for after school events. So that they don't have to be reminded they're on a ship all the fucking time.
You also reminded me they have a lot of weird rules that we only see once in the series. The Space Japanese martial combat shooting rule, which is a rare rule of the holodeck thing, and the tennis thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of big rooms in there. But yeah, no, think about that. You could have a street festival, like a food festival. Different cultures, food stalls.
And they know that they must a replicator, just replicate the food live. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's why be reminded you're on a starship constantly? Create Earth, create Vulcan, have people go to different places. Because whenever they go on an away mission, it's not like they're bringing everyone down to be like, oh, here, look at this.
Yeah, they only bring the most important people to lose on the away teams.
Yeah, that's they have like in TNG, they have the violin recital in the lounge room, whatever, right? Why
Yeah.
not do it in the holodeck? You can have a much more cinematic backdrop.
Yeah, you can have lazy boy chairs. Or a toilet.
There's a lot that can be done with a holodeck, and I wish we did see more of it. Obviously, in TOS, you couldn't, but like some of these planets are just boring. I'd rather have a holodeck episode. TOS didn't have the concept of the holodeck yet, but for TNG, it's like there's some episodes where it's like I'd rather just have a holodeck episode. There's there's great episodes. Usually when Picard's or Data are being humanized, or Riker's doing his thing. Those are the best episodes. Dory's episodes are great too because they get weird.
And a funny kind of sad.
Yeah, but it's
But then you get Troy's mom episodes.
Yeah, Troy's mom shows up a little. I understand because it's Major Barrett. That's why they keep bringing her back. But she shows up a little too much. There's so much that can be done with the holodeck, and I wish we saw more of it. I wish we saw people actually going into history. I guess it's not that fun because then I guess it's not in the spirit of Trek, which is to explore. They're just going to be. It would just be rehashing history.
But the best
But
episodes so far are holodeck ones.
I know, but then like I say that, but then there's holodeck Dick Tracy episodes.
Where Picard is a terrible LARPer. He keeps playing shit out of character and making the fourth
Well,
wall.
hey, speaking of that though, Patrick Stewart acting as a bad actor as Picard is really great because it's like he's a good actor pretending to be a captain who's a bad actor.
Oh, Chazzy. Frankie. Pardon.
Yeah, he sounded so uninterested in Troy, but he fell for it.
Okay. Oh, and it's off for the jingle.
Hold on. Music playlist. There it is. Um, uh, the, none of these are easy to sing.